Hello and welcome to my third cookbook review. Today we will be focusing on the Stardew Valley official cookbook. I really enjoy this book for so many reasons, but one of them has to be the cute details and doodles within the entire book. It came out in May of 2024 and was created by the game developers themselves, Eric Barone and Ryan Novka. And this book is also divided up with the seasons of the year. So today I'll be cooking out of the summer portion. And all dishes are either vegetarian, pescatarian, or vegan, which works wonderfully for this cookbook series. Throughout the book, there are also tidbits and special notes by the main characters, which makes this book feel less like a traditional cookbook and more like a cherished family heirloom. I'll be cooking bread and bruschetta for today, and it already smells and looks amazing. So we cut up our bread pieces. We want to make sure it's a pretty thin slice so that way it can get nice and golden while it's in the oven. We're going to set our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to heavy dose our bread with our brush and our olive oil. We're going to go ahead and dip it in there and make sure we cover the whole piece of bread. That's what's going to help it get nice and golden brown while it's in the oven. And right now I am using some fresh made baguette bread. And we also have all of our other ingredients right here. We have our salt, olive oil, garlic, mozzarella, and we're all ready for this to go into the oven. We're going to put it in there for about 5 minutes until it gets nice and golden brown. Now, while that's in the oven, we can work on our bruschetta. So there's not too many ingredients we need to worry about, which makes this for a wonderful summer dish. We're going to have our tomato and our basil. You can either dice or slice your tomatoes, but today we're going to be working with a sliced look. And whenever the bread comes out, we can go ahead and plate it all, but there are a few more steps to make the bruschetta. So we also need more olive oil. And good thing we held on to that brush from earlier, because we're going to brush all of the pieces of tomato and basil. It's okay if you give it a nice heavy brushing. It adds lots of flavor. Alright. And then we're also going to add in some garlic. This makes for that bit of tang with that sweetness from the basil and tomato. We're also just going to use a pinch of salt. We don't want to over salt it. Go ahead, and that looks good. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to mix it up. Just make sure all the pieces are touched by that flavorful garlic and salt. It smells amazing, very fresh. That's one of the things I really enjoy about this dish is how fresh it is, especially during the summer months. It's not heavy, which makes it for a light lunch, but also very flavorful. Alright, so that is all mixed up and ready. And now we can also use some mozzarella if you want to, but that is not necessary. Alright, so let's go ahead and check on our bread. It's looking very wonderful, and it's looking quite toasty, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Alright, so we're just going to let it cool down right over here. And now, very carefully, we're going to plate it because it'll still be pretty hot. And this is great. It makes for about 4 servings, depending on how many baguettes or pieces of bread you have in your kitchen. And then we're just going to go ahead and lay our tomato, bruschetta, basil, garlic mix right over each piece of bread. Doesn't that look great? Make sure each piece has a piece of basil and a piece of mozzarella. I'm using Roma tomatoes and fresh basil. And then we're going to also use our brush once more and just go ahead and brush each piece with a little bit more olive oil. Alright, now let's go ahead and try one. It tastes like I'm back in Italy. That's amazing. So even if you don't play the Stardew Valley game, this cookbook is amazing, and Goodreads agrees and gives it a 4 out of 5 star rating. So I highly recommend this cookbook for your next summer dish. A bientôt!